Regular area conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and grounds for removal from the site of competition. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sawyer Center on the campus of Southwestern University for SNU Volleyball. Tonight's match is a great American Conference matchup between the visiting Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University and your SNU Crimson Storm. Before tonight's introductions, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps first for an invocation given by SNU religion professor and volleyball chaplain, Dr. Five-10 freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 10, Macy Order. 5'9" junior from Roosevelt, Utah, number 13, Chesney Nielsen. 6'1" senior from Arkansas City, Kansas, number 14, Riley Burrows. Captain for the Bulldog, a 5'6" junior from Plano, Texas, number 5, Allie Long. And playing for Lavero for Southwestern Oklahoma State, a 5'6" senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 4, Caitlin Dillon. And now the starting lineups for your SNU Crimson Storm. Back to serve for Southwestern.
back here at Southern Nazarene University. There's a serve that goes long from Kayla Thomas. (14-14) is your score. The serve comes in and is taken by Matthews. Smith sets it outside. There's an attack dug up by the Sofia de Santiago, of Southwestern Oklahoma. Comes out to Bailey Terang. Her attack is blocked back. And now SNU coming back across. There is a kill out of the middle from Megan Ellis, and SNU goes back in front 15-14. Substitution as Lynch comes out and Sonny Bachelet comes back in. 15-14 in the early going, SNU with the lead. This one served across, taken there by Dillon. It comes to the outside, and that's going to be a kill off the block from Chesney Nielsen. And Southwestern Oklahoma has tied things back up at 15. Back to serve is Sophia Gruden. Gruden serves this one. The float serve is dug up, and it comes back towards the net where Bachelet's attack is rebuffed. Back outside to Terang, and she is blocked. Credit the block that time to Briley Burrows and Jenny Tackett as SWOSU goes back in front, 16-15. Once again, serving it is Gruden. Now in the middle, it's going to come across on a free ball from Matthews. Near the net, Hong is going to be illegally blocked is the ruling from Doug McClure. She is guilty of the illegal block, and SNU gets the point, and the serve back as Terang will go back to serve in a 16-all tie. Did not see who had the kill that time. Terang with the top spin jump serve. It's taken by Dillon. Now Hong sets it out, tipped across by Nielsen. Smith goes out towards the pin. It is kept in play on the attack from Bachelet. Now over it comes for Megan Ellis, and Ellis is going to be ruled in the net, and SWOSU is going to get the point. 17-16 on the attack error from Megan Ellis. The attack landed in play, but the second referee, Jacob Blake, Johnny on the spot with the call, immediately signaled that Ellis was in the tape, and so that gives the ball and the lead to SWOSU. Josie Pumphrey back to serve. She'll send this one across to Matthews. Taking it there is Smith, sets Terang out of the back row, dug by Dillon. It comes across, and there's a kill for Bachelet. A blocking error technically will be charged as well to Allie Hong. 17-all is the score. The scoreboard shows 18-16, but it should be 17-all. As there was the scoreboard got a little bit ahead. Everybody else shows 17-17, and so the second referee, Jacob Blake, will go over and try and correct it. We are now showing right on the scoreboard. And so with the match tied, Logan Matthews goes back to serve. Matthews serves this one across. It's taken by Dillon. Now Hong will set the low ball back, and it'll go for a kill for Briley Burrows. She didn't get very much elevation on it, but Hong put it in the right place. And Burrows is able to cash it in to give SWOSU the lead. Checking back in is Macy Morgan. As Sofia de Santiago checks out. Nielsen serving. Taken by Ellis, and now Bachelet with the swing. That will go long, and SWOSU has that all-important 2-point lead. You have to win the set by 2. And so when you get towards the end of the set, you want to have that 2-point lead as much as you can. Serve from Nielsen, taken by Ellis. Now in the front row, there's Thomas with the tip, and it will come back across. Thomas again just able to get that one in play. Dillon will play the second ball, and now Morgan's attack is dug by Matthews. Out across, there is a swing and a kill for Ellis. SNU cuts it to 1 at 19-18. Substitution as Bachelet will take a seat and Lynch comes back in. Starting to become critical here towards the end of this first set. Lynch serves this one over. It is taken by Nielsen. Out for Morgan. Her shot is down for a kill. 20-18. SNU was blocking well early in the set, but they have struggled to get the block up here in the last several points. Dillon goes back to serve, and a timeout's going to be taken by Southern Nazarene. 20-18, SWOSU the lead. We are late in set one and back in 60 seconds. This is SNU Volleyball on the SNU Video Network. So Southern Nez has used their 2 timeouts here in set number one. They trail at 20-18, and Caitlin Dillon will be serving for Southwestern Oklahoma. Here late in set number one, Dillon serves this one towards the near side. Terang gets it, and now Ellis on the tip. A lunging dig from Pumphrey. It goes out to Morgan, dug up by Lynch. Smith sets across to Ellis off the block, dug out of the back row by Nielsen. And now the attack goes wide from Sophia Gruden. And so the Crimson Storm are back to within one at 20-19. Megan Ellis is back to serve, trying to get her team level late here in set number one. Ellis serves it short. Lunging attempt from Pumphrey, and it comes across and is blocked. I think that may actually go as an unassisted kill for Bailey Terang. One way or the other, it's 20-20, and the Crimson Storm are back to even. Ellis serves, this one going towards the back corner. Pumphrey takes it, and now it's set by Nielsen up for Morgan. Dug by Ellis. Smith sets across to Terang, and the Crimson Storm are back on top. Bailey Terang having a big first set for SNU. That's her 4th kill of the match. It is 21-20 Crimson Storm, and a timeout is taken by SWOSU. The Crimson Storm are back out in front. Both teams have used each of their 2 timeouts in the first set. We're back in 60 seconds on the SNU Video Network. Arkansas Tech completes the 3-set sweep of Harding to start the conference season, 25-17, 25-23, and 30-28. Here in Bethany, Oklahoma, SNU leads at 21-20. Tim Shea with you. Megan Ellis back to serve. Serves a float that's taken by Morgan. They'll set it back out to Morgan from Allie Hong. Dug by Ellis, and now in the middle there's Thomas, who has her attack dug. Comes back over to Morgan again, dug by Matthews. Smith sets it out for Terang, and Bailey Terang picks up kill number 5. 22-20, SNU with the lead. Bailey Terang with a big first set. Both teams are out of timeouts. So we will play this set to its conclusion. Ellis serves this one. It is taken by Nielsen. Hong sets Morgan off the fingers of the block, dug by Smith. Out of the back row, it's Ellis with the right hand, dug by Nielsen. In the middle, there's Gruden who's going to come up with the kill. 22-21. SWOSU back to within one. Pumphrey checks out as coming back in is Jenny Tackett. A very evenly played first set here between these two conference foes. Hong's serve is taken and kept alive. Now Terang has the attack blocked back, and the Crimson Storm can get back into system. A bad set that time from Smith. A free ball kept alive. Now Gruden's attack is dug, and there's a block at the net. I think that's going to go as a solo block in the middle for Sophia Gruden that ties things up 22-22. Really not much Kylie Smith could have done with that one. She was trying to come up with the kill as the pass was too tight to the net. Hong will serve again, and it's now a race to three, win by two. Serves this one across to Ellis. It comes over on the free ball. Now Hong sets to the back pin, and it'll be a kill as that one goes out of play off the block. Credit the kill to Jenny Tackett. It's not set point yet, but SWOSU has the 23-22 lead. This is a crucial point for SNU. Serve from Hong, taken by Ellis. Smith sets Thomas in the middle, and Thomas powers it through. 23-23. Kayla Thomas has 3 kills here in set 1 as well. 16 kills for SNU out of their 23 points. Effectively in a deuce situation now, to borrow the term from tennis. Dillon will get this one to Morgan, who hits it into the tape, and SNU will get the first set point of set number 1. Kayla Thomas will go back to serve it. Dillon, Nielsen, and Thomas the passers. Morgan the passers. They'll set it out on the near side. Just able to get a piece of it was Ellis coming to the net. There's Terang, dug by Dillon. Hong sets it out, tipped across by Tackett. Now there's a swing and a kill for Terang, her 6th of the set, and SNU takes set number 1, 25-23. The teams will change courts, and we'll be back with the second set here in just a couple of minutes. This is SNU Volleyball on the Crimson Storm Video Network. Let's take a look at some team stats through the first set of play. Southern Nazarene with a 1-0 lead. SNU with the edge in attack percentage, 180 to 128. 16 assists for SNU, 12 for SWOSU. The only unassisted kill of the match coming for SNU. Southern Naz with 17 kills to 12 for SWOSU. SNU with 3 blocks to 2. Neither team with a service ace. And the digs 26 to 20 in favor of Southern Nazarene. Tim Shea along with you as we are at the Sawyer Center here in Bethany, Oklahoma. The Crimson Storm leading this one 1-0 over SWOSU as we get set to play here in set number 2. The teams have changed playing courts. The referees will check the lineups here for the second set. And we will get ready to play here in just a moment. SNU will have the first serve here in set number 2. Serving in the left playing court, it will be Megan Ellis to handle it. Ellis serves this one across. It's taken by Morgan, too tight to the net, and there's a kill for Kylie Smith. Smith in that first set had 16 assists. That, however, is her first kill of the night. Ellis will be back to serve again. SNU leads at 1-0. Taking the serve there was Nielsen, and now Morgan's attack is dug by Matthews. Smith will set it out for Terang. It's blocked back and comes over on the free ball. Near the net, it comes out toward the pin, and there's an uncontested kill as they had to put a blocker up to keep the setter Allie Hong honest, and it led to an easy swing with no opposition from Jenny Tackett. 1-1 is the score. Sofia De Santiago subbing in, and she will go back to serve for Southwestern. Taking it is Madeline Lynch, and now over to Terang on the left side, and Terang is going to come up with the kill. A blocking error will be charged against Tackett. It's kill number 7 of the night for Bailey Terang. She has had a heck of a start here this evening. Serve is taken by Nielsen. Hustling after it is Hong, and they're just able to keep it in play. Smith sets it up. There's the attack that is dug up and now comes back over, and the swing goes wide from Sophia Gruden. Bailey Grimes had the attack that got SWOSU out of system. And so it's a 3-1 lead for Southern Naz. Kayla Thomas is back to serve. Thomas serves this one across to Dillon. Now Hong sets it up on the outside. There's a swing from Nielsen that's dug up. Comes back across, and Lynch will send the free ball over. Hong sets it out to the left pin. There's Nielsen again, and she missed it wide. 4-1, a good start for SNU, but it's been partly because of some missed opportunities for SWOSU. Some attack errors here in the early going for the Bulldogs have been the problem. 4-1, SNU the lead. Thomas serves it short. Dillon takes it. Now Hong just able to get it out towards the pin, and that's going to go as a kill. Credit that kill to Chesney Nielsen, who had to play it with the left fist on the angle. Just did get it over the net, and in a perfect spot. SNU did not have that front corner covered. And so SWOSU is back to within 2 at 4-2. Gruden serves it to Ellis, and now out to Terang, and Bailey Terang is feasting on that left pin. Terang already with 8 kills in the match. And Kylie Smith goes back to serve. Smith serves this one across. It's taken by De Santiago. She gets in the way of Dillon. Comes back across and is attacked by Nielsen. Out to the left pin, there's Bachelet. I think that was blocked. It goes down one way or the other. Chesney Nielsen and Briley Burrows were there. It's 5-3. Substitution as back in to serve is Josie Pumphrey. You said earlier, good crowd on hand here at the Sawyer Center tonight. Terang gets this one into the middle to Smith, and now the attack that will sneak through and go for the kill for Bailey Grimes. 6-3, Southern Nazarene with the lead. Terang goes back to serve. Neither team, remember, with an ace so far in the match. Terang, however, with that top spin jump serve is difficult to handle, and there is one example of such. Comes across, and now Bachelet with the attack, dug by Pumphrey. Hong will send this one out to Nielsen. She sends it across. Smith digs it up out of the back row. Terang with the right hand, dug by DeSantiago. The joust at the net is won by SWOSU, kept in play. Ellis the down ball. Keeping that one up is Burrows, and now it comes out to Nielsen. Matthews gets it to Smith, sets for Ellis, tips across, dug by Pumphrey. In the middle, Hong. There was one that's blocked back, and it's going to go for the block. Credit the block that time to Bachelet and Grimes, and it's a 7-3 lead for SNU. Great scramble play from both teams on that point. Numerous chances to end it before the Crimson Storm finally were able to take the point. Terang will serve once more. Another top spin jump, this one taken by Pumphrey. Hong will set it out, and there's one that's attacked wide. An error for Briley Burrows. And SNU will have a 5-point lead, and that will force Josh Collins to take a timeout. SNU leads it by 5. We're back after this on the Crimson Storm Video Network. Checking in with some scores from around the conference. Ouachita Baptist with a 2-1 lead over Southern Arkansas leads it in the fourth set 17-12. Oklahoma Baptist and Southeastern are tied at 15 in the first set. And tied at 11 in set one are East Central and Northwestern. There's a kill for Southwestern as we get back to action here. 8-4. Credit that kill to Briley Burrows. Substitution for the Crimson Storm as Haven Rogers had come in to start the second set there as Bailey Terang had gone out. Terang is now back in. 8-4 is the lead, and serving will be Chesney Nielsen. Out of the back row, Terang with the attack, dug up by Caitlin Dillon. Comes back across. They'll set it into the middle, and there's a block out of the middle. Burrows is in on it, and I believe Hong was there as well. 8-5. SNU's lead is 3. Nielsen serves it to Ellis. Out of the middle, that was not set particularly well, but a nice adjustment there is going to lead to a point for SNU as Bailey Grimes did what she could to keep it in play, and then Hong missed it wide. 9-5, the Crimson Storm on top by 1. They'll rotate around, and back to serve will go Logan Matthews. Replacing into the front row is Kayla Thomas, and heading to the bench is Bailey Grimes. Matthews with the top spin serve. This will come out to the left pin for Morgan, and that's going to be a blocking error, I believe, on Bachelet. So credit the kill on the near side to Macy Morgan. She's had a nice start to the match here for SWOSU. Morgan's got 5 kills already. Serve comes across to Terang. Set out to Ellis, tipped it towards the back row. Taking it is Burrows. Now in the middle, it's poked across, and that'll go down for a kill for Gruden. 9-7 is your score. This was a 9-5 match a moment ago. Back-to-back points for SWOSU have gotten them within a pair. Caitlin Dillon back to serve. Dillon sends this one across. Terang takes it. Now it comes out on the near side, and there's a kill for Thomas. Kayla Thomas makes it 10-7. She's got 4 kills in the match. Crimson Storm with the serve, and it'll be Madeline Lynch to serve as she subs back in for Sunny Bachelette. Lynch serves this one across. It is taken by Pumphrey. In the middle, tipped over, diving dig from Matthews. There's an attack that is rebuffed, and the Crimson Storm will get another go at it. Ellis has it dug by Dillon. The attack from Gruden is repelled. Now back it comes for Morgan, and that will go down for a kill. Her 6th. 10-8 your score. Serve comes up from Hong, dug by Terang. Now out of the middle, there's Thomas. Digging it in the back row is Nielsen. Comes back across. SNU scrambling a bit. Comes out to Ellis. Roll shot across the tape. Dug up on the dive. Now comes tight to the net, and Ellis will win the joust. It goes down for a kill, and SNU takes the 11-8 lead. Credit that kill to Megan Ellis. That is her 3rd kill of the night. She will step back to serve. Ellis sends this one across. Taking it there is Morgan. Now in the middle, it'll be poked across by Gruden. And attacking it on 2, and just a little bit too tight to the net was the setter, Kylie Smith. 11-9 is your score. Attack error on Smith, and that would have been a sure kill if she could stay out of the tape. Tough break for the Crimson Storm. Sofia De Santiago subs back in. Looks like we've got some perspiration on the floor, and so the SWOSU players are going to dry it up. Right on the M in the Crimson Storm logo at the middle section of the court, just behind the attack line. The lines are shadowed through that Crimson Storm logo, and so you see on your screen some blue tape down. That is a volleyball-specific rule. They don't like shadowed lines. They want to see the solid line all the way across. De Santiago's serve will go wide. It's a service error, and SNU is back up by 3, 12-9. Replacing back into the front row is Bailey Grimes, and back to serve is Kayla Thomas. SNU has led for most of this, in fact, for all of this second set. In the middle, there's an attack that will go for a kill. Chesney Nielsen, the 5'9 junior from Roosevelt, Utah, picks up the kill. For Nielsen, that's her 5th kill of the night. And Sophia Gruden will go back to serve, and a line drive serve that never had a chance. The toss was too low, and she puts it into the body of the net. SNU back up by 3. Sunny Bachelette will sub into the front row as Madeline Lynch will go to the bench. Kylie Smith back to serve. Smith has 17 assists already in this match. Dillon sets it to the outside for Nielsen, and a block for the Crimson Storm. Bachelette and Grimes in on the block that time. 14-10, SNU by 4. You'd love to get a 5-point lead if you can. If you're SNU, the serve from Smith is taken by Dillon. Now Hong sets it out, tipped across by Nielsen. Terang gets it in the middle, and Bailey Terang picks up another kill. SWOSU has not had an answer for Bailey Terang so far tonight. 9 kills, and she's hitting .318 on the outside. 15-10 is your score, and an official's timeout as there is perspiration on the floor. Typically, when you speak with volleyball coaches, you want to see your outsides be able to hit above 200 because of the number of attempts they get and the number of times they're not contested by a solo block attempt. The angles just are not as good on the outside as in the middle. Middle hitters you can see hit upwards of 400 at times. But for an outside hitter to be hitting in excess of 300 essentially halfway through the match is an extraordinary number for Bailey Terang, who continues to give Southwestern Oklahoma fits here tonight. Kylie Smith will serve this one across. It's taken by DeSantiago. Now Hong into the middle, tipped by Nielsen, and that will get through. It'll be a blocking error on a net foul that will go against Bailey Grimes. It makes it 15-11. Josie Pumphrey subs back in as Jenny Tackett will take a seat. SWOSU has used one timeout already. Crimson Storm would love to extend this lead and force the second timeout. That one was just a little bit tight to the net, and that may have ended up being the first service ace of the night. We'll wait and see how they credit that. 15-12 is the score. Andy Lyles, our official statistician here tonight. We'll wait and see how he credits that one, but it's a 3-point lead for the Crimson Storm again. Coming out to the outside, Grimes is going to come up with the kill. Trying to bend out of the way of that one in the back row was DeSantiago. She was unable to do so. 16-12 is the score. That was not credited as an ace. It was credited as a setting error. So still looking for the first ace of the night. Grimes has her fourth kill. SNU leads by 4. Terang, the top spin jump serve. This one tight to the net. Hong has the attack blocked back. Dillon sets it out for Nielsen, and another block for the Crimson Storm. Grimes and Bachelet. 17-12. SNU has been unbelievable on the blocking game here in the second set. They lead by 5. Timeout, SWOSU. We're back after this on the Crimson Storm Video Network. Elsewhere around the GAC, Arkansas Tech with that 3-0 win over Harding to start the year. Also victorious in their first match of the year, the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist. They take a 3-1 victory over Southern Arkansas, 23-25, 25-23, 25-21, and 25-16. Oklahoma Baptist takes the first set from Southeastern, 25-21. And 2 sets deep up at Northwestern Oklahoma State. East Central and Northwestern have split the first 2 sets. Bailey Terang misses long here, 17-13. The Crimson Storm up by 4, and Chesney Nielsen will go back to serve. Second set, SNU trying to close it out and take a 2-0 advantage. Logan Matthews gets this one to Kylie Smith at the net. There's Bailey Grimes, who's going to come up with the kill, and Smith will pick up another assist. 19 assists so far, now make it 20 assists in 2 sets, and still 7 points for the Crimson Storm to get if they're to win this second stanza. She was averaging just under 11 assists per set last week, and she is almost on that pace right now. There's an attack that goes wide from Briley Burrows. Another attack error from SWOSU. They have struggled in this second set. SWOSU with 8 kills and 9 errors, hitting minus 032 in set number 2. Matthews' serve is taken by Nielsen, the attack from Morgan is dug by Matthews, and now Smith to Thomas in the middle, dug by Hong. Dillon bumps the set out from Morgan, dug by Ellis. Now Smith sets it out for Bachelette. She gets the tip, and that will be ruled down by the second referee, Jacob Blake, who had the angle on that one to see that it did not hit the hand of Dillon. And so 20-13 will be the score. Credit to kill to Sunny Bachelette, and another assist for Kylie Smith. Matthews will serve again. Line drive serve taken by Pumphrey. Now Hong out to Morgan, sneaks that one through, and that'll be a kill for Macy Morgan. That is her 7th kill of the night. Dillon serves this one to Terang. Now Smith out to Thomas. It's blocked, and that will go as a block. Credit it to Gruden and Morgan. 20-15. That's the 5th block of the night for SWOSU. SNU has 6 blocks so far. Dillon serve taken by Ellis. In the middle, that one is tipped by Bachelette wide. A good idea, just missed it by an inch or two, and it's down to a 4-point advantage for Southern Naz. Substitution coming as the Crimson Storm will send Rachel Titchener, a 5'10 sophomore from Santan Valley, Arizona, from Leading Edge Academy. She will come in on the outside for Bachelette. Dillon serves this one to Terang. Smith sets Thomas. It's blocked back. Matthews is there. Out to the pin. There's a swing for Ellis. It comes down, and Ellis is able to get a second attack. Hong digs it up. Now Dillon out to Morgan. Across, dug by Ellis. Attack on 2 from Smith is dug by Pumphrey. They'll set it into the middle. Attacked by Gruden. Dug by Smith. Matthews out to Ellis. Now it comes back into the middle for Gruden. Matthews with the dig. Attack coming from Smith is dug by Dillon. Now Hong goes out to Morgan. Dug by Matthews, and across on the free ball. In the middle, there's a tip from Gruden. Diving play, kept alive, but not able to get it across the net. What a play from Bailey Terang. Kylie Smith tried to tip it across the net. It goes just into the tape and settles on the SNU side. 20-17 your score. Timeout Crimson Storm. We're back in 60 seconds on the SNU Video Network. (20-17), Southern Naz the lead. This was a 20-14 match a couple of moments ago, and so Kevin Ingram took the timeout to try and squelch the momentum for Southwestern. Back to serve is Caitlin Dillon. She will serve this one to Bailey Terang. Smith out for Ellis, and Ellis puts it in on the right line. 21-12, and that's exactly what you hope for out of a timeout. Stymie the momentum and get it back as Madeline Lynch is going to come in to serve. Rachel Titchener will take a seat. 4 points for the Crimson Storm to get to try and win this second set. Lynch serves this one. It clips the tape and is taken by Gruden. Now Hong comes outside to Morgan. Dug by Bailey Terang and crashing into the front row of the seats. Over by the SNU bench is Logan Matthews. She pops right up and appears to be okay. That'll be a kill for Macy Morgan. She has 8 kills so far in the match, and back to serve will be Hong. 21-18 is your score. And there's the first ace of the match that makes it 21-19. The scoreboard is showing 21-18. It may be 21-18. Nope, now the scoreboard shows 21-19. Serve from Hong, taken by Terang. Smith pokes it across. Hustling over after it is Nielsen. Comes up to Morgan. Her swing is dug by Lynch. Now Terang sets it out. There's an attack that goes off the block for a kill for Megan Ellis, 22-19. Ellis tools the block. That's her 5th kill of the night. Taking the serve was Dillon. It comes to the outside, and that one misses wide. And so SNU is going to get the point. That makes it 23-19. Charge the attack error to Jenny Tackett. Megan Ellis is going to serve. The Crimson Storm are just a couple of points away from taking this second set. Ellis serves it short, hustling up to take it. SWOSU now out of the middle. There's Gruden with the kill. 23-20. Substitution, DeSantiago will sub in as Macy Morgan goes to the bench, and Sofia DeSantiago will go back to serve. SWOSU needs to take 3 straight points to avoid facing another set point for the second set in a row. Lynch tight to the net, comes out to Terang, and Bailey Terang puts it down. What a play by Kylie Smith to keep that one in play and stay out of the net. Bailey Terang with 10 kills on 24 swings with just 2 errors. 333 from the outside. Kayla Thomas serving for the set. Dillon gets it into Hong. Now it comes out to Nielsen, dug by Lynch. Out to Terang, and it's blocked. A good block that time from SWOSU. Tackett and Gruden in on the block, 24-21. So that is a 3rd attack error for Bailey Terang. She's still having a fantastic night, hitting .280. Back to serve for SWOSU is Valerie Vermillion into the match for the first time. She serves to Lynch. Now Smith sets out for Terang. Dug by Hong. Can they keep it in play? Yes, it comes up to the net. Tipped across. Smith gets there to it. Now Lynch out for Terang again, and a blocking error will get Terang her 11th kill of the night. And SNU will take set number 2, 25-21. 2 sets in the books, and the Crimson Storm are in command. We're back after this 2-minute timeout on the SNU Video Network. 2 sets in the books. Let's take a look at where we stand statistically in this match, and you can see that the second set really tilted the advantage in favor of SNU. The Crimson Storm now hitting 178 as a team. SWOSU dropped all the way to 088. Crimson Storm with a 28-24 edge in assists, 30-24 lead in kills. Each team with 6 blocks. SWOSU's one bright spot is they have had the only 2 service aces of the night, and SNU with a 46-37 lead in digs so far here in the match. The Crimson Storm back to our right with the Bulldogs over to the left as we get ready for set number 3. Let's take a look at some scores from around the GAC. Again, earlier this evening, Arkansas Tech with a 3-0 win over Harding, and Ouachita with a 3-1 victory over Southern Arkansas. Oklahoma Baptist leads Southeastern 16-6 in the second set. OBU is up 1 set to none in that match. Third set up in Alva, Oklahoma, and things are all square between East Central and Northwestern. 1 set apiece. Now East Central surging in front in set number 3, 16-15. Here in Bethany, the Crimson Storm lead this one by the count of 2 sets to none. The teams are on the floor, lineups being checked, and we are just about ready for third set action for the Crimson Storm. Let's take a look at some individual leaders so far in the match for SNU. We talked about Bailey Terang. She's hitting .296, 11 kills, 3 errors, 27 total attempts, 23 assists for Kylie Smith through 2 sets, nearly 12 assists per set for the senior from Deer Park, Texas. First serve for SWOSU will be taken by Caitlin Dillon, and she put that one in on the line. It'll be another service ace for SWOSU. Megan Ellis thought it was out. The line judge disagreed. His is the only opinion that mattered in that case. Dillon serving again. Terang takes it, gets it to Smith in the middle, and now Thomas will tip it across. Dug by Morgan. Comes back to Morgan in the middle. There's a dig from Smith. Matthews will set it up, and now it comes out of the back row from Terang. Outside it goes to Morgan. Dug by Matthews. Terang going after it, gets it to Ellis near the net. Dillon the dig. In the middle, that is Gruden, dug by Smith. Back out to Ellis again, and Ellis is going to pick up the kill and tie things up. Megan Ellis now has 6 kills on the night. SNU has tied things at 1. Up 2 sets to none here. In set number 3, Madeline Lynch's serve is taken by Nielsen. Comes out to Morgan, and Morgan will put that one down. She's had a nice night for SWOSU. Morgan's got 9 kills, hitting .250 from the outside. She's just been overshadowed by the outstanding performance of Bailey Terang. Allie Hong will go back to serve. She sends this one across. It's taken by Terang. Now Smith sets Thomas at the pin. It is dug up by Gruden. Back out to Morgan. Dug by Ellis. Can it be kept in play? No. That'll go as a kill for Gruden as a diving effort from Logan Matthews comes up short, and SWOSU has the 3-1 lead here in set number 3. This is a must-win set for SWOSU, down 2 sets to none in a best-of-5 match. Hong will serve. Sends this one across to Terang. Smith sets it out for Ellis, and that one will be tipped, I believe. Yes, it goes off of the block. Ellis will pick up another kill. That's her 7th of the night. She needs 3 kills to move into a double-double. Kylie Smith has already picked up a double-double with 24 assists and 12 digs. In the middle, that one's tipped across by Gruden. Now Smith sets Thomas, and it's hit into the tape, kept alive. And they say it was off the block, so it will go as a block, I believe. Credited to the combination of Morgan and Gruden. So SWOSU has a 4-2 lead, and Sofia DeSantiago subs in for the Bulldogs. She will go back to serve. Sofia DeSantiago sends this one across. Ellis gets it to Smith, and now out to Thomas. Dug by DeSantiago. Hong in the middle for Gruden. Dug by Matthews. Smith across. Diving dig by Dillon. Back out it goes for Nielsen, and a blocking error will be whistled against number 17, Kylie Smith. It will go as a kill for Nielsen. 5-2, and this has been by far the best start so far for SWOSU in any set. Backs against the wall for the Bulldogs. Across it comes now to Terang. Dug up by DeSantiago. Hong will send it into the middle, and a free ball results. Smith sets it up, and there's a kill for Kayla Thomas. That's the third point of the set for the Crimson Storm. Kayla Thomas has 5 kills. 4 different members of the Crimson Storm with at least 5 kills. Ellis, Thomas, Terang, and Bailey Grimes. Thomas serving this one, taken by Nielsen. Set comes across for Tackett. It's dug up, comes back out to the pin, and Terang picks up another one. A dozen for Bailey Terang, and it's 5-4. The Crimson Storm are within a single point. Terang's season high is 18 kills. She has done that twice. Thomas's serve taken by Nielsen. DeSantiago goes to Nielsen at the 10-foot line. Dug by Ellis, and a push kill from Kylie Smith, ties things up. Smith with her second kill of the night. Pushed that one to the back corner, and there was really nothing SWOSU could do. Crimson Storm on a 3-0 run. There's a serve from Thomas that comes across. Smith gets it to Ellis, and now out it comes to Terang. That one's dug by Hong. Dillon gets it over for Nielsen. Now Smith comes out to Terang again. It's blocked and kept in play. Ellis to the net. Terang with the tip, and a blocking error will give Terang a 13th kill. 6-5 and a 4-0 run for SNU. Perspiration on the floor being wiped up by Megan Ellis. The Crimson Storm have rallied to take their second lead of this third set. SNU trying to open conference play with a victory over the team picked number 1 in the preseason conference poll. And that's going to be an ace, I believe, for Thomas, as Dillon got caught with the arms apart and will be called for the multiple contact foul. 7-5, SNU by 2. Short serve from Thomas is dug up and comes across to Ellis. Now Smith sets the slide, and that is not Terang, that is Grimes on the slide. Wrong Bailey. Right result, 8-5. Crimson Storm on a 6-0 run. Timeout called by SWOSU. We're going to step aside and take it with them. The Crimson Storm are up 8-5. Back in 60 seconds on the SNU Video Network. Crimson Storm back to serve. It'll be Kayla Thomas to handle it. Up 8-5 here in the third set. SNU trying to close it out in straight sets. Thomas serves this one to Dillon. Now Hong sets it across, and that's going to be a kill for Chesney Nielsen. Makes it 8-6 and snaps a 6-0 run. Sophia Gruden back to serve for SWOSU. Crimson Storm would love to side out this one and get the ball back. Smith out to Terang, and that's exactly how you do it. Bailey Terang is going to pick up another kill. 9-6, and Terang has 13 kills and is hitting .323. Bachelet checks in for Lynch. Serve from Kylie Smith goes into the net. It's a service error. Josie Pumphrey will step back to serve, 9-7. SNU with the lead. Pumphrey serves this one to Ellis in the middle. There is Bailey Terang and a block out of the middle. Allie Hong and Emma Kohala new into the match for Southwestern. Kohala, a 6-foot junior middle from Liberty, Missouri, out of Highland Community College, and it's a 1-point lead for the Crimson Storm. Serve comes from Pumphrey, and that'll be an ace to tie it up. 9-9 is your score here in the third set. SWOSU serving again. This one comes to the net for Smith. Now out to Terang, and Terang's got another one. 14 kills for Bailey Terang. 10-9 is your score. SNU is back on top. There's one that is into the net from Terang, tied at 10. Serve comes across for Ellis. Smith out to Ellis at the pin. Goes cross court. Diving dig from Dillon. Back out to Morgan. Dug by Ellis. Kept alive momentarily. No call on the potential prolonged contact, and SNU will get another chance. At the pin, there's Bachelet. Dug by Pumphrey. In the middle, there's Kohala for the kill, and SWOSU goes back out in front, 11-10. Chesney Nielsen will serve. Taken by Logan Matthews, and now across it goes, and there's a kill for Bailey Grimes, and the Crimson Storm have tied it back up at 11. Logan Matthews is back to serve. Matthews serves this one, taken by Nielsen. Hong sets it to Kohala, and she'll miss it wide. And SNU is back out in front, 12-11. Matthews' serve taken there by Nielsen, and a ball handling error will be whistled. It'll go against Hong, and SNU has a 13-11 lead. Substitution for SWOSU, Emily Wood, a 5'11 senior from Peoria, Arizona, out of Scottsdale Community College, will check in. Serve comes from Matthews and is taken by Wood. Out across from Morgan, there's a block. It'll go to Bachelet and Kayla Thomas, and it is 14-11. Crimson Storm trying to seize control here in the middle stages of set 3. Already up 2-0. Matthews' serve taken by Wood, and now Wood will attack with the down ball out of the back row, and it went outside the antenna. It's an attack error for Wood, 15-11. Josh Collins is not happy right now. Trying to find something to get his team going again. 5 unanswered from the Crimson Storm. Matthews serves it short to Kohala, and now out it goes from Morgan, dug by Terang. Out to the right side, that's Ellis, dug by Dillon. Now across it goes to Morgan. It's blocked back and kept in play. Morgan will go again. Terang is there to answer. In the middle, there's Thomas with the kill. 16-11. Kayla Thomas with another kill, and a timeout going to be taken by Southwestern Oklahoma. Crimson Storm lead by 5 here midway through set 3. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Crimson Storm Volleyball on the Crimson Storm Video Network. Logan Matthews will be back to serve for the Crimson Storm out of the timeout. 16-11, SNU the lead. SWOSU is out of timeouts. Matthews' serve is taken by Dillon, but it hits outside the antenna on the net. It's an ace for Matthews, the first ace of the night for SNU, and it's a 17-11 lead. Matthews will be back to serve once again, drying some perspiration off the floor near the pin on the SWOSU left side. That is Allie Hong out there taking care of that. Give us a chance to check in. Third set underway between Oklahoma Baptist and Southeastern. OBU leads at 2-0, trails 6-4 in set 3. 2-1 Northwestern with the lead over East Central, and they lead 10-5 in the fifth. Hong sets it to Kohala, dug by Bailey Terang, and that is a double-double for Terang. The attack error goes against SNU to make it 17-12, but Bailey Terang picks up her fourth double-double of the year. 10 digs now in the match for Terang to go along with her 15 kills. Dillon will serve this one to Terang. Now Smith sets it to the left side, and there's a kill for Ellis. 18-12 as SNU comes right back and takes possession back. Ellis has 8 kills. She needs only 2 to get to double-double land. 32 assists now for Kylie Smith. Madeline Lynch is back to serve for Southern Nazarene. And the serve came across from Lynch without being beckoned, and Doug McClure had just tossed a towel down onto the floor. McClure chuckling about it, so is Lynch and Kevin Ingram. The ball landed harmlessly between a couple of SWOSU defenders. No harm done. We'll go back and do this again in a moment. Lynch will once again be back serving. Your passers are Pumphrey, Wood, and Dillon for SWOSU. Pumphrey trying to get the pass. It goes backwards instead to Dillon, and now Morgan's attack. Dug by Lynch, kept in play, and now Ellis with the roll shot for the kill. 19-12, that's 9 kills for Ellis. And the Crimson Storm are 6 points away from a season-opening sweep in GAC play. Lynch serves this one up. It's taken by Pumphrey, and again having to backpedal as Dillon gets it out to Morgan. Digging that up is Lynch. The attack from Smith is dug by Dillon. Back out to Morgan, and now Terang with another dig. 11 now for Terang. There's an attack that should go for a kill, and it will for Ellis. And she is the third member of the Crimson Storm with a double-double tonight. 10 kills, 16 digs. Substitution for SWOSU. Coming back into the match will be Chesney Nielsen, taking the place of Emily Wood. 5 points for the Crimson Storm to get, as they have seized all the momentum here, and SWOSU is out of timeouts. Lynch serves. It's tight to the net, and there's an attack error on Hong as she tried to tip it across. It'll be a 9-point lead now for the Crimson Storm, 21-12. Madeline Lynch is going to serve. We're going to get a substitution first, however, as J.C. Brazil is going to sub in, and Ellis will take a seat. Serve from Lynch is just a bit long, 21-13. Pumphrey will head out as Jenny Tackett comes back in. Just about 90 minutes into this one, SNU needs 4 points to take victory on opening night. Serve from Hong just clips the tape, comes back across from Terang on the reception, and Morgan picks up the easy kill. Macy Morgan now has 11. She is the only member of SWOSU in double figures. She's got 11.5 points on the evening as well. Matthews takes this one, gets it to Smith. Now Thomas in the middle, pounds it to the floor. That one barely got past the attack line before hitting the floor. That was a perfect set from Kylie Smith as Thomas powers it down. Now Haven Rogers will sub in and go back to serve in place of J.C. Brazil. 22-14, it's an 8-point lead. Haven Rogers, a 5'3" sophomore from Burleson, Texas. Morgan has the attack dug, or the attempted dig by Rogers. It'll go as a kill for Morgan. 12 for her, 22-15. Sophia De Santiago will go back to serve for SWOSU, and they're going to need a big run in a hurry to get back in this one. De Santiago's serve is taken by Rogers. Now Smith sets it up for Thomas. Roll shot, dug by De Santiago. Out from Hong over to Nielsen. Hustling after it to keep it alive is Smith. There's the swing and the kill from Bailey Terang. 16 for Terang. The ball was whistled down. There was some confusion, though, as the teams continued to play, and so the two officials are going to get together, Doug McClure and Jacob Blake. McClure confirming, and they are going to call a replay on it, and so it will be 23-15. So scratch the kill from Bailey Terang. She currently stays at 15 kills. The score remains 22-15. Beg your pardon. And now De Santiago will serve again. Taking it is Rogers. Smith out for Terang, and a blocking error will give Terang that kill anyway. 16 kills for Terang, as that time in the net was Jenny Tackett. Bailey Terang hitting .343 in the match, 17.5 points for the senior. Thomas's serve taken by Dillon. Now Hong sets it across. Tackett tips. It's kept alive. Hustling back after it is Terang. Tried to go with the roll shot. It ends up wide. That will affect the statistics of Terang with an attack error. That drops her to .361. Scoreboard shows 23-16. That's what I've got. The live stats are showing 24-16, but I think that replay never got taken all the way out of there on the live stats. SNU needs 2 points to come away with victory here tonight. Back to serve for Southwestern is Sophia Gruden. The senior from Metamora, Illinois, transfer from Chicago State. Serves the float. It's taken. Now comes to the outside to Terang. Dug by Gruden. Outside it goes for Nielsen. Matthews with the dig. They're going to set it in the middle. There is a swing and a kill for Bailey Grimes. Makes it 24-16. So for Grimes, that's her 7th kill of the night. Substitution as back to serve for the match is Kylie Smith. Sunny Bachelet has come back in as Madeline Lynch goes to the bench. A slew of match points available to SNU if they need them. Nielsen to Hong. Back to Nielsen near the attack line. Smith will set it up. Matthews sets it out for Terang. Dug by Dillon. Hong into the middle, and there's a kill. That will be registered by Emma Kohala. 24-17. Josie Pumphrey will be back to serve. Another match point for the Crimson Storm. They'll have up to 7 more of these available before they would not have a match point. Now it comes out. That one's blocked back off the attack from Grimes. Out of the back row is Logan Matthews. Hong sets it out. There's an attack for a kill. That one will be credited to Chesney Nielsen. Nielsen's got 9. She's nearing double figures, 24-18. Pumphrey will serve again. Matthews to Smith, out to Terang, and what a fitting way to end it on the first match of the year. Bailey Terang picks up her 18th kill. 6 kills per set for the Crimson Storm here tonight, and SNU wins this one 25-18 in set 3, 3 sets to none. Bailey Terang will be your player of the match. We will speak with her and head coach Kevin Ingram after this quick timeout. When we come back, this is SNU Volleyball on the SNU Video Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Shea joined now by our player of the match, Bailey Terang. And Bailey, what a night for SNU Volleyball here tonight. A big win at home over the team picked to win the conference in the preseason poll by the coaches. How big is this going into the season to be able to start with such a strong statement?
It's really big for us. I mean, we just really wanted to go out and show something new, and we knew that they had a really good season last year, and we knew that they're one of our bigger rivals in this conference, and so it's really awesome, and we played really well, so I'm super proud of everyone.
As a hitter, being able to know your setter as well as you know Kylie, what does that do for your confidence when you're able to go to the pin and know that the ball is going to be where it needs to be every time?
I mean, Kylie's a stud. She's my best friend on this team, and we have a really good connection, always have since freshman year, and so it's so nice knowing that she knows exactly where I am on the court and can get the ball to me, and it really gives me a lot of confidence knowing that she trusts me enough to set me the ball a lot, and that I could put it down for her.
Another double-double for you tonight. 4 of those so far this season. 17 kills, 11 digs, a .316 attack percentage. That's almost unheard of at the collegiate level for a hitter to hit like that for a match. How much fun were you having out there tonight?
It's always a good time. I love volleyball, and it's even better when I have my best friends on my team cheering me on, and you know, they help me out so much, and I'm just super thankful for them and for them pushing me, and yeah.
Well, Bailey, thank you so much for coming up and joining us. Is there anybody that might be watching back home that you might want to send a shout-out to real quick?
Mom, Dad, grandparents, anyone out there, I love you guys so much. Miss you guys. Can't wait to see you.
That is Bailey Terang, our player of the match. Kevin Ingram, the head coach, will be up momentarily. Bailey, congratulations on a big win. Hopefully this is the start of a great season for the Storm.
Thank you.
That is Bailey Terang, our player of the match. We'll be back with Kevin Ingram and your final stats right after this. This is SNU Volleyball on the SNU Video Network. While we wait for head coach Kevin Ingram to be able to make his way up here to the broadcast location, let's take a look at some final stats. We'll start with the team stats, and it was a dominant performance tonight for SNU in this match as the Crimson Storm win it 3-0, 3 sets to none in the sweep. And when you take a look at the stats, SNU with a huge advantage attacking the volleyball, a .233 hitting percentage for the Crimson Storm, 106 for Southwestern Oklahoma State. 45 assists for SNU, 32 for SWOSU. 48 kills for the Crimson Storm, 33 for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs with the edge in blocks 8-7. Service aces went the way of the Crimson Storm 6-3, and the digs favored SNU 64-52. SNU wins it 3 sets to none here tonight. Kevin Ingram, the head coach, is on his way up. Taking a look at some individual leaders for the Crimson Storm, Bailey Terang, we just spoke to her, 17 kills, 11 digs in the match. She had a double-double. Megan Ellis with a double-double, 10 kills, 16 digs for the Crimson Storm. Bailey Grimes had 8 kills and hit 500 out of the middle. 37 assists for Kylie Smith and 13 digs in the match. She had a double-double. Kayla Thomas finishes with 7 kills in the match. Logan Matthews with 15 digs for the Crimson Storm as well. And head coach Kevin Ingram has made his way up to join us here at the broadcast location. Kevin, we talked with Bailey just a moment ago about how this match went down, and when you look at the way your team was able to play tonight with 3 different players that ended up with doubles here in this game this evening. Bailey with a double-double, Megan with a double-double, and Kylie Smith with a double-double. Talk about what those 3 bring to your club on a night-in and night-out basis.
Man, those are all 3 big players for us. I mean, they're all production hitters in the sense that we know we can count on them to put balls on the floor and score for us. So they all had great nights tonight, and it's just a tribute even to Kylie, our setter, because she does such a good job of spreading the ball around and not just relying on one hitter. I personally don't think that was our best game, but that first home game, got to get some of those nerves out, those kinds of things. They did a great job of fighting, especially in that first set where it got really, really close at the end, and they actually had a couple of point lead going 28. I think it was 2018 we were down, and then found a way to win out that first set. That was big in the sense of us being in those situations already at other tournament games we played this year. And so we just kind of relied on that experience and took care of business when we needed to.
When you look at specifically Bailey Terang and Kylie Smith climbing up the career lists for SNU, both of them having moved into the top 5 in their respective career lists, Bailey Terang in kills, Kylie Smith now 3rd in career assists. Both of them have a chance to make some really special history this year for SNU volleyball.
You know, they do, and I think they knew that ever since season ended last year. Those 2 seniors are special players for us, special people too. I mean, they've grown so much as they've been here over time, but they were on that team in 16 that saw us win a championship, and they know what it takes to get back to that level. And so they were extremely dedicated in the off season and what they did in the weight room to working out, their individuals, all those things. I mean, they just did such a good job, and not to mention carried that into the summer and maintained that throughout the summer and only came back that much better. So they've got a really good opportunity to have a special year, but they need those other players around them too to function like they can function. So if they're not doing their jobs, then Bailey and Kylie can't do theirs.
You mentioned some of those other players that stepped up in big spots tonight. I thought Kayla Thomas had a really good night for the ball club in key spots, especially early in that first set and late in that third set, making some big swings. Logan Matthews on the back row had a really good night passing. Sonny Bachelette really stepped up, and the blocking game stepped up as a result of some of the middles being able. Bailey Grimes also in that. Talk about what you saw from your team blocking in this match, knowing that that was an area that the statistics hadn't really gone your way so far this season, but that you were capable of putting up a night like tonight.
Yeah, blocking's, man, that's something we work on all the stinking time, it seems like. But definitely starting to come around. I mean, Sonny's a very young player, but KT is definitely going to lead in that realm in the sense of her effort there as a middle blocker, but also transitioning out of her blocks into quick sets and moving around, those kinds of things. And that's where she really helped take some of that pressure off of those outside hitters as well. But definitely our blocks did get better tonight, but it's kind of funny because that's what we worked on in practice. Yesterday we spent quite a bit of time doing on that, so it's always funny how practice plays into what you do in a ball game. So
obviously it's early on in the season. How big is it to get that first win in GAC play?
Oh, it's always big to win your first conference game and to get started the right way. I mean, that's what we play all these other games for, is to get ready for conference, and I felt like we came in with a good mindset, and like I said, that first game got really, really close there at the end, but we had already been in those games, several of them already through our tournament play, and we just relied on that experience and just our abilities and what we rely on day in and day out, which is our defensive effort, and that brought us right back into the ball game.
Speaking of tournament play, a third tournament for a third straight weekend coming this time at home on Friday and Saturday. I know some very good teams coming in with the tournament this weekend. Drury University coming down, Southwest Baptist going to be here. A couple others that names escape me right off the top of my head. But quality volleyball again coming this weekend. How important is it to get your rhythm in these early season tournaments?
So important. I mean, the more reps that we can get, the better. But also you're trying to be cautious and not wearing bodies out too. So I think this weekend we'll probably rely on several different players. I mean, our first opening weekend we played a lot of players, and I think that'll kind of be the case this weekend too. Hopefully I have the opportunity to play several players and give some rest to those that carry the load for us a lot of the time. So, but these games are big. We're continuing to build that chemistry, continuing to get better in the things that we do out of transition to defense, all those different aspects of our games. The things that we're working on in practice, we're trying to apply those things each and every day as we play.
Kevin Ingram, thanks so much for coming up and joining us. A good way to start the conference season. Hopefully good things to come for the Crimson Storm this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Kevin Ingram, and that's going to do it for us for tonight from here at the Sawyer Center in Bethany, Oklahoma. We want to thank you for joining us. We'll be back on the air with SNU Crimson Storm soccer. No play-by-play on those games, but Thursday night the soccer teams will be at home. The women against Oklahoma Christian at 5 p.m. The men against Ouachita Baptist at 7 to open GAC play. And then we will have more SNU volleyball action for you here bright and early Friday morning, 9 a.m. as the Crimson Storm welcome Drury University here to the Sawyer Center. They will also play Randall University at 4 p.m. on Friday. 2 more matches on Saturday as well. We'll have all 4 of those matches for you right here on the Crimson Storm Video Network. We thank you for taking time on your Tuesday night to join us. For Tanner Stiles, Danny Thomason, and the whole crew here all the way up to Dr. Keith Newman at Southern Nazarene University, we thank you for watching. This has been SNU Crimson Storm Volleyball. We'll be back on Friday with more SNU volleyball action on the Crimson Storm Video Network.